Taylor, Frankie, Paul, and Dakota's video that just came out really has me triggered. And let's talk about it. I was in a relationship similar to this. I had never in my life gotten violent with a man ever until this relationship. And I felt so threatened for my life that I got violent. I'm not sticking up for Taylor because she has some definite red flags that I've seen since watching the show, and I'm sure Dakota is not innocent either. When you are in such a toxic relationship like that, it is so mentally draining, and you question, at least I question many times, like, how did I get here? How did I end up with this person who was an alcoholic, who would degrade me, would call me names, punch the wall? And the crazy part of it all is that you go back. I went back after 2 occasions. Him locking me in the bathroom, him threatening my life. There was literally like guns in the living room, and I felt so scared. Like, he came into the bathroom and ripped the shower curtain down, pulled me out of the shower and blocked the doorway, and the only thing I could do was like, it's either him or me. And so I punched him in the face, ran in the room, where he proceeded to throw a whole entire rack of clothes on me. It was the scariest altercation I've ever had with anybody, and it was the only relationship I've ever had that was physically violent like that. I shared details because I've come so far, and it doesn't even seem like it's real, and yet here I am being triggered by, these celebrities, these influencers that have their own drama going on. This is how a trigger works. You don't fully understand it, and then it triggers you, and then you're like, whoa, where did that come from? 2, change is possible. Like, for many years, I would go after men that just never deserved me, like red flags. But this is how it works. And I know now that I attracted men in my life that I could fix. In my mind, I thought I could love them so much that it would fix them. It would fix that they were addicts or alcoholics. I had the power to do that because I was coming from a savior complex, because I wanted to save someone influential in my life, and I couldn't do it. And as a little girl, I developed this pattern. And as I've spent the last 2 years updating my subconscious memories, updating the way my brain processes patterns and my own programming, as I rewrite memories and work through my own trauma, I can see now why I did certain things. When we are little children, we are so impressionable that we can develop certain coping skills to feel safe. We can step into roles that were never truly meant for us, but we step into them anyways, like the savior, like the hero archetype, where you feel responsible for your parents or adults when you're a child. These are all patterns and programming. The people pleaser, doing things just to please other people. They're all patterns and programs, and they can be updated, and I've come so far. So if you're watching this and you're like, whoa, that's a lot, yeah, I know. It's a lot. And I've overcome that. That seems so distant and so far away, and it doesn't really even feel real, but parts of it do. And now that I know where the trigger is, I can go and clean it up with brain rewiring.